Talks College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. On offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire play.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll give it to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. State offense onto the field. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Got his man on the right. Got room at the 35. There he goes. The 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, the running back has it. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on 2nd down. snagged out of the air. Still running at the 40. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Hawkeyes want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Floating away. Got room on the return. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're fast.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Power football with the run. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. They're working that left side. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Working the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line. Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. 4th and goal from the 4. Might be changing the route. They want to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Buckeyes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They'll try the run. Finding an escape route. Runs through a tackle. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at the 13. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. Look out, he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies.
Turns on the Jets. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
Yeah, and I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Got his man downfield. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. He might want another play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. The give to the back. He powers his way ahead, gets three, but they're still looking at fourth and two. Offense, quick tempo. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll operate out of split backs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's taking the shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Here we go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. On that last one, he was looking for number 3.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. A They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. Out in the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Hawkeyes will kick it off to start the second half. No shot at a return. It's out at the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent will be running the ball, but...
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Ohio State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man down the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's caught. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gonna look downfield again. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Going right to work up top. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And he puts through the extra point.
Ohio State, 52, Iowa, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. The hand to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Off the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throwing on the run. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
On the move from inside his 5. He smashes his way through again. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. To the air on second down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Caught. At the 20, he's got space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. The 40. At the 30. The 10.
And you really want your quarterback in the red zone to be efficient, to be smart, not to give up points. And, man, he makes a big mistake. They capitalize on defense, return the ball all the way down the field, and now their offense has an opportunity in the red zone.
Does life get any better than this for him? Sneaks it into the end zone. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time.
Here we go.
On the move.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And out there
he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly.
Well, the slot receiver's running the in route there, and he does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense right over the middle of the field.
Now setting up shop in the red zone. Here we go. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. It is amazing what you can do with your roster if you just refuse to have kickers. It's also amazing how you can wreck a game. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Gets it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry up. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab right down the middle. Wide open spaces. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Nothing wrong with a touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He lets one fly deep. Snags it on the right. Turning it on. The 20. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing the guy.
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Iowa, 14.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to him, and keeping this offense on schedule.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad thing.
Makes a grab for a big play. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Gets the back moving. Quarterback will keep it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Unleashes one deep. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And That was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Under fire. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it down the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. One more play to pad the stats. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to go up top on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires on the move. Got a wide open receiver. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's